Welcome to another episode of Kookievision. In this video, I'm going to be making some pretty rainbow unicorns. So I'm starting off with a unicorn shape. This is done by a Anne Clark unicorn cutter, and I'm just outlining it with a number 2 tip with some white royal icing. And then I'm filling it in as well with some white royal icing, flooding consistency. And I'm just using my scribe tool to even out the icing and get rid of any air bubbles. Next I have some gray royal icing, number 2 tip, very stiff consistency, and I'm just piping the horn. Next, I want to create the icing that I'm going to be using for the main, and I've got some pastel colors here of yellow, blue, and pink, and I want to put them all in the same piping bag and get sort of like a gradient effect, like a rainbow gradient effect. And I'm just basically piping some stiff consistency yellow onto a piece of plastic wrap. And then I've got some blue as well, and I'm piping it right beside it, a few rows, nice and thick. And then I've got some pink as well that I'm just going to pipe over top. I have some white icing as well that I'm just going to kind of fill in some of the gaps. It just keeps the colors nice and muted and pastel, which is what I want. And then I'm just going to take the plastic wrap and fold it over and then roll it up into like a little sausage type shape. And I'm going to twist the ends as well to keep all the icing in. And I'm just going to snip the end so that the icing can come out. And I'm going to put that end into a piping bag, and I've got it fitted with a open star tip, a nice small size. And I'm just going to set this aside for now. Next, I want to make sure that this is completely dry, and I've got some pink petal dust here, and I'm just going to give him some cute little rosy cheeks. So to apply the pink petal dust to the cheeks, I'm just using a cotton swab. I found it a lot easier and you get a lot better color than just using a brush, but I have a brush here to just wipe off the excess. Next I have some sparkly silver luster dust, and I'm just mixing it up with a little bit of vodka, stirring it up with my paintbrush, and I'm just going to apply it to the muzzle of the unicorn as well as the horn on top of his head, just so they nicely match. I also forgot to put a little bit of pink on the ear. I'm just doing that with the same cotton swab as I used for the cheeks, and then just brushing off the excess. Next I have some white royal icing with a number 2 tip, and I'm just going to outline the muzzle of the horse and then kind of bring it up into his cheek to make a bit of a jawbone, and adding his nostril as well. And I'm just showing you some of the sprinkles that I'm using. I won't necessarily use them all, but these are some of my favorites. I've also got these really cool silver edible stars. So now I'm using the icing that we mixed up earlier for the mane. So I'm just piping a little tuft of hair on his head, and then also doing the mane. And because it's a lot more of a stiffer consistency than I usually pipe with, you get a lot more definition, and that nice texture that you get from the star tip stays, and it doesn't just sink into itself and become flat, and gives you lots of texture. So I'm just sprinkling on some of the cool sprinkles that I have. I got some little white nonpareils, some rainbow pastel sugar pearls. some sparkling sugar as well. It adds a nice little shine. And then some of these cool silver stars. This is the CK brand. So next I'm just going to mix together some super black dye with a little bit of vodka and then just mix it up with a small liner brush. And I want to give him some nice sort of sleepy looking eyes, so I'll just do like a quick little swoop with the brush and then add a few little eyelashes to make it look super pretty. And there we go, a super beautiful rainbow pastel unicorn. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like me on Facebook and on Instagram. Bye!